morning and welcome to another Café con Primo, my little off-the-cuff morning show where I give y'all a little peek behind the scenes about what I've been doing, what I've been up to this past week, and things to look forward to in the coming week. And of course, every time I start recording one of these, my dog, Brady, decides he wants to get up off the couch where he's been for the last 25, 30 minutes and start bugging me to let him out onto the patio so that the birds and all the noise from outside can bleed into the video. Brady, lay down, bud. We're gonna relax today, okay? We're gonna relax. Let's have a little bit of coffee if you partake. Still rocking the Brevo Bambino, still with the Bustelo. Although I'm looking for something new, so if anybody watches this, you'll have some recommendations on some coffee from my espresso. I want to try some new stuff. I've been looking to try to find some Café Oro is what it's called. I think it's from Puerto Rico. I've heard some really good reviews about that and a couple other ones. So if y'all have a favorite coffee that y'all like for your espressos in the morning, let me know. I'd love to try some new stuff. All right, last week I didn't post any content whatsoever. And full disclosure, I had a pretty rough week mental health wise. I don't want to make any excuses or hide the fact that I struggle sometimes, getting a little down and depressed and things. Some things happened that honestly didn't really amount to a whole lot. But I just, last week I was in a bit of a funk mentally. Let's just say that. We push through, you take it, one day at a time, and you just try to stay positive, stay focused, and, do the best you can, and allow yourself when you have feelings like that, when you're in a little bit of a mental state where you're, I think it's okay to acknowledge that, we feel like that sometimes. Sometimes things happen and it's just a little, you just need a little bit of me time. So I tried to decompress last week and, get ready to hit the ground running this week. And we are hitting the ground running this week. If you're watching this on Patreon, you're going to watch this on Tuesday. I'm going to drop a couple things, announce a few things today. And then, of course, if you're watching this later on YouTube, you'll see it, probably Thursday or Friday. If you're watching it the day it'll come out. But so last week, I wasn't posting everything, but I was doing stuff. I finished a mix of the new song, re-releasing all the songs off of the Vagabond EP. It's a lot of trop rock, reggae type vibe stuff, singer-songwriter-y things that I did back in 2017. I finished the next song for that. So if you're watching this today on Patreon, you are a Patreon member, you can go access that song right now. It is available to download, to stream, add it to your favorite MP3 player or whatever, and you can check out that song right now. If you are not a Patreon subscriber, you'll be able to see that starting Monday. I'm going to upload it for distribution on Monday, or today, and to have it release on Monday, which is the 22nd, I believe. No, it should be March 1st. I don't know. Regardless, the Monday after this comes out, it'll be available for streaming and all that. I'll put the actual date right here. So that's going to be fun. I'm really excited to share some more music. I want these songs to live in the world. Are they, the most groundbreaking and, world-changing songs? No, probably not. But do they mean a lot to me? Are they from a time in my life that I look back on very, very fondly now? Abso-freaking-lutely they are. This one, the song that comes out on Monday, is called The Vagabond. It is the title song from that EP. And it is a love letter to the kind of people that I take some inspiration from. Specifically, Jimmy Buffett and two creators on YouTube that I found about that time who sail around the world. They have a channel called Sailing La Vagabond, and that's where the title of the song comes from. And they are basically, they're two folks that have, lived the last coming up on 8 or 9 years now basically on a sailboat, traveling around the world, living an adventure. And I find that hugely inspiring. As well as, like I said, Jimmy Buffett. And, it pains me to say that, we lost him last year, or this year, last year, end of last year, 2023. I never got the chance to see him in concert. And, I understand that his music is not, for everybody necessarily, like their favorite kind of music. And it's a little cheesy and corny sometimes. But I think many of us, particularly those that grew up in like coastal towns with dads of a certain age, would either ride around in a pickup truck or on a rickety old boat that was broken down half the time with that cassette, the greatest hits of Jimmy Buffett. And so his music is part of my childhood, is also part of a huge chunk of my life after college, working at Universal with Margaritaville there, and kind of had the chance to, be around that kind of scene. But again, I never really got the chance to go and see him perform live. And I really, really wish that I would have been able to make that happen. But anyways, the song that comes out on Monday is hugely inspired by his kind of music and his philosophy of adventure and storytelling and life and history and all that, along with a more modern take of people like Riley and Elena from Sailor the Vagabond. So that song will come out on Monday for everyone. But again, if you are a Patreon subscriber, you're watching this early, you can go and download it right now. It is available to download, to stream on Patreon right now. So go check it out. Go back and hit the links and stuff. And then in all honesty, yesterday, I pretty much finished another song. And I had this song slated to come out later in the year, probably around summertime, but I think I might push it up and have it come out probably in the beginning of March. I'm gonna do another pass on it today. This is a new song. I sang it once or twice on some live streams a little while ago, about a year and a half, maybe 2 years ago at this point. But I never actually finished the actual record and put it out or anything like that. And I was slating it to come out later on in the year, but I think I'm gonna push it out a little sooner than that. But I'd like to give you a little preview of it right now. This song is called Brand New Life. It is me leaning into the kind of music that I used to love to do when I first started doing music back in high school. Hip hop, radio, club type stuff, up tempo, dancing type things. I mean, look, I'm a Cuban American. I was a teenager around 2005, 2006. So wildly influenced by Pitbull and that whole scene that he created, and of course to where he is now. This is definitely a Pitbull type record. But yeah, I'll give you a little preview of it right now. This is Brand New Life. Could it be? Is it he? Now he look a little different. Check the programs, it must be a misprint. It kinda sound like that Chico though. He got that hip-hop style with that Cuban soul. I thought he moved back east and gave up rapping. Thought he traded in the mic for something whacking. Thought he couldn't keep up with the heat, but here he is in the flesh, coming back to the streets, man. And I've been lurking in the shadows, patiently watching the moments and picking my battles. And you could be forgiven for thinking I fell out. Just remember, same kid, new name, no doubt. Yeah, I've been gone for a minute, but now I'm back up in it. Cause we gotta work twice as hard to get half as far. I'm about to take my shot, and I gotta make it hot. Cause I'm giving all I got to finally grab my spot. A fire in my soul that I cannot let go. So I'll risk it all tonight, cause I want a brand new life. Okay, here we go again, still swinging for that song. It's a little different, and again, that's a theme of mine. I don't like to do the same kind of music over and over and over and over again. Maybe if I did, maybe I'd be a little bit more successful if I would focus on one style of music, but I'm not. That's never been me. I've always been the kind of person that likes to bounce around to different things. I don't like to keep doing the same thing over and over again. I like to switch it up. So, that's Brand New Life. Again, I'm 90% certain I'm going to end up releasing that at some point this month, or in March, beginning of March. So I'm going to do another mix pass today just to finalize the mix and make sure that I have all the parts that I need and everything is working the way that I want it. And then maybe we'll put it out for distribution. And of course, I will obviously put that up early here. So if you are a Patreon subscriber, you can definitely download that early. You'll get the announcement early for when that's coming, and early access to all the videos that we do. For the rest of the week, I'm going to be prepping for an audition that I have on Sunday for another show here in town, just outside of Austin, a theater show. It's a bluegrass type show. That's all I'll say. But it's at a theater near here, and some really awesome friends and some folks involved in that show. So I'm gonna audition for that show and hopefully get a chance to work with some friends over the summer, the early part of the summer at least. And then I'm also going to shoot, I've been saying it for a couple weeks, I'm going to do it this week. I'm going to be shooting performance videos for the songs that I've released. So back in the day, Who's to Blame, Scars possibly, and New Beginnings. Definitely be shooting some performance videos, and I think I have an idea for one of those songs to get a proper music video. Go out to some locations, shoot a couple things, and put together a proper music video for one of those songs. That means a lot to me, and I think it would be a really cool project to get to do. So that's what I'm going to be working on this week, and that's what you have to look forward to. Formula One is coming back this week. If I have some time, I might try to find 20 minutes to put together an episode of the NFL Rundown, the F1 Rundown. So you can look forward to that. Again, if you're on Patreon, everything will get posted in Patreon first and then get distributed out to its locations on the internet or on, in the world where they live for the public. But if you're on Patreon, it's the best way to follow along, to get early access to everything and to keep track of all the projects that I'm doing. So that, fingers crossed, hopefully, comes this week. Formula One testing is this week. Bahrain Grand Prix is in like 2 weeks. So I think we'll probably do some F1 rundown episodes this year. And I'd love to get back to a regularly scheduled show like that. But fingers crossed, we'll see. Who knows? You know me. I love to bite off more than I can chew. And inevitably things fall through the cracks. But, hopefully we end up doing enough stuff to keep folks entertained and to keep my creative juices flowing and all of that. So another little sip of coffee here. Man, it's good. It's really, really good. Yeah, again, if y'all have some coffee recommendations, let me know. I'd love to try some new stuff. But anyways, I'm going to get out of here, y'all. Thank y'all so much for chilling with me. Hope you had a fantastic morning. Have a fantastic week. I'll probably do another one of these at the end of the week. A Patreon exclusive one. And maybe I will talk about the actual, show that I'm doing and give y'all a little preview of some other things that I'm working on. That'll be a Patreon exclusive one on Friday this week. So again, if you're not joined up, make sure you go check us out on Patreon. But thank y'all so much for listening to me rant. We'll see y'all around. And as always, one love.